that you want to see episode 12? Yeah, 12 of my Insurgence Let's Play. Last episode we tried to battle dumbian like 3 times and failed, but now I did a bit of grinding, so let me show you the results, because I showed you that Shaggout. No, I showed you Shaggout. Now I trained Axeface, which learned Dragon Claw and got to level 28, which obviously raised his stats. And I also trained Hayod, which now learned Double Hit in order to evolve instead of Curse. And he also got to level 33, which made his stats grow. Oh yeah, and he also evolved, which now makes him an Ambipom. And his ability is still Cursed Body. Okay, so I actually made a list of things to talk about in Let's Plays. Let me just bring it. I'll be back in really just a second. There. Only like 10 seconds took me to bring my phone. Now to open the list. Yeah, as you can hear, my notification sound is the cry of a Charmander. One thing in the list is, first, the existence of the list, which I have a list of things to talk about. There. Now, oh, Wild Battle. Oh! Wow! Do I have any Pokemon immune to ground? Nope. Wait, maybe it doesn't have Arena Trap. Oh! It doesn't have Arena Trap. Okay, so another thing on the list is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, imagine what would happen if they wouldn't have the mutant in their name, and they would just be the Teenage Ninja Turtles. That would turn them from TMNT to TNT. Which, I don't want to imagine explosive Ninja Turtles. Yeah, we already saw this thing. Oh yeah, by the way, just for all you to know, last Friday, at the time of this going up, winter has officially started. Let's try Nuzzle. Good thing I didn't go for Double Team. Now Shockwave. Good. Good. This is going better than last time. Metang. Metang is a steel and psychic type. Weak to ground. Dark. Ghost. It's weak to ghost. Another thing is shiny Talonflame. Okay, so there are some shinies that look pretty similar to their original forms, okay? For example, Pikachu. Shiny Pikachu is orange, and that's nearly indistinguishable from its regular yellow. Now, obviously, some people would see that. Damn it! Wow. Well, let's try Donatello. Now, some people would see that as a total mistake on Game Freak's part. And those people would be wrong. Because, I mean on Game Freak. Did I say Nintendo? I think I said Nintendo. Some people would see it as a mistake on Game Freak's part. Now, those people would be absolutely wrong. Because it's definitely not a mistake on Game Freak's part. Because Nintendo has nothing to do with that. I have to use Twinkle. Because it was built by a machine that can't tell if the shiny it just made is good or bad. So why am I bringing up shiny Talonflame? Well, that's because this one was built by a human. Shiny Talonflame was made by Game Freak employees. Which means that you can't blame it on a computer that can't tell if the shiny it just made is good or bad. Because it's not made by a computer that can't tell if what it made is good or bad. It was made by a human that can tell if the shiny it just made is good or bad. Which is why I don't like shiny Talonflame. It's my absolute least favorite shiny out of every shiny that exists. Oh god. I'll have to switch. Yes, I'll switch. I don't want lowered defenses. Let's switch to Shy Gal for some damage on Charizard. Because, you know, Ice Shard. It's super effective on the Dragon type Charizard. Okay, so now The summer leading up to me being in 7th grade. I am now in 8th grade, just to clear out the time. It was not very long ago. Oh god. Now, damn it. Now, I needed to get to a new school because in 7th grade we finish elementary school and move to middle school. So I just need to bring more preparations. So I was I wanted to go to a school that is like 100 meters from my house, something like that. I don't know how much that is in feet, but it's very close. So my second choice school was a pretty prestigious school, not very close to my house, but I think I would fit in there. So that school the school itself is a bit of a snob. So you're not in the website of the city. You need to write what's your first choice school and what's your second choice school. Now I put the school that is like 100 meters from my house in first place because it is what I would prefer to go to. And in second place, I tried to put the real second place school, but it just wouldn't let me. So I put some school I really didn't want to go to. It wasn't very prestigious or anything, and I don't know, I didn't really feel like going there. But I had to put something, so eventually I forgot I put that school in my second place, and I didn't remember what school I put in second place. And then I ended up in the school I put in second place. I was not happy about that. So my mom went to City Hall and asked to move me, and she just went there and started crying for me to move school. Damn it, he used crunch. I was hoping he'd use swagger. Well, no. Oh, he's still faster. So, oh, great. Great! So, after like 20 minutes, the woman that my mom cried in her office was just like, okay, I'll move him to the school you want him to be. Just get out of here already. So my mom checked, and there wasn't a message saying I moved school. So my mom didn't buy that I moved schools. So the woman just said, okay, the message will be in your phone before you get home, okay? And so it was. And that was a bit of an emotional roller coaster of a summer. I say it like it happened in the span of like 2 days. No, it was like half a month. It was certainly not fun. Okay. I really hope another thing is, you know how in AGSS, which if you didn't know is short for Heart Gold and Soul Silver? You know how there's this scene with the policeman in the very beginning of the game after you battle Silver for the first time? Imagine how it would happen with the same policeman, but in real life. Like, hello, child. I am looking for a person who stole a Pokémon. The culprit always comes back to the crime scene. You are the culprit. You are arrested. What? You don't have any proof that it was me. Why would you arrest me for maybe for coming to a crime scene when I live next door? Because you are clearly the culprit since you came back to the crime scene. What? That's not how these things work. They are now. What? I didn't buy... I didn't buy a revive. I didn't have the money to buy a revive. Let's hope some miracle happens and I manage to use drink as, for example, some crazy RPG. I was an inch from winning! You know what? Training pause! You know what? I decided not to do training because I'm going in like 12 minutes to get checked for the judo, just so they know I don't have anything. Oh yeah, I do judo. So, I was in the middle of talking about the AGSS policeman scene. So, great. So, you have no proof that I did the crime. You have no proof you didn't. So then Liar comes in and she's like, I saw the man who actually did it. He had red hair. Oh, you seem to have black hair. Damn it. You're not the culprit after all. Why didn't you tell me you weren't? I give up. Well, wait, you battled a human with red hair? Oh god. No, yeah, did you happen to get his name? Yeah, it was insert any name you want. Probably one of those terrible names that no sane parent would ever give to their child. Really? You're sure that's his name? Yeah, it was definitely his name. Oh, this kid has a mean name. Huh. It was on his trainer card. Oh, well. Is this kid believable? He is? So the kid's name is actually insert the name you gave, Silver. Well, I guess I'll go look for the kid. Okay, so the last thing on my list of stuff to talk about in Let's Plays, by the way, that's actually the name of the list, stuff to talk about in Let's Plays. So, recently I got back the results for my math test. But before the test, there was a quiz in math to prepare us for the test. So, something that was in the quiz is that there are two triangles, okay? One of which, you know, each one, you know, two, you know, two, you know, angles, and one line length. Now, the lines are identical in length, and one angle is identical in length. Now, one triangle has the line, you know, between the two angles, you know, and one does not. Now, you know how you can always know that the three angles of a triangle combined will be equal to exactly 180 degrees? Well, I said that the triangles are not identical in both area and length of lines. And then I finished the quiz, and we were told to not give them in yet. So to move the time, there was another question with triangles, where the triangles were both, they both had a 90 degrees angle, and I just calculated a third line using the two I knew, because, you know, there was the sentence Pythagoras, or whatever his name is, said, so I used that to find out the third line because I wanted to. So then I came to, oh wait, call mine? No, I don't want to talk about it, to learn it. So I came to the question in question. Is that something you can say? The question in question? Huh. Interesting. So I came to the question I'm talking about to you right now. And I just calculated the third angle for fun. And guess what? Now the triangles seem pretty identical. And it was so funny, like, apparently the triangles are identical. Charizard already? Wow. First, let's just do Ice Shard, because there's no way Shy Gal would be useful in any other way, shape, or form in this battle. And now, Twinkle. So, I obviously immediately changed my answer to yes, the triangles are identical. And turns out no one else did that for fun. Like, why wouldn't people just calculate random stuff for fun? Who doesn't do that? Weird people, huh? So, I calculated that and found out that the triangles were identical. So, for some people, no one else did that, which is weird. Like, why wouldn't you do that? So, turns out I was the only one. I was one of two people to get the question correctly. Now, apparently, you know how teachers sometimes do two types of tests? Like two different tests to make sure no one copies a test? Well, my teacher did that, and on the type of test that wasn't mine, he accidentally made it so that the triangles are not identical after you calculate the third angle, which is pretty hilarious. When a teacher tries to make two triangles identical and fails. Am I really going to lose this? Oh god, I'm actually going to lose this. So, so now my triangles are not with anyone who got them wrong would not lose points for making a mistake, because it's not fair that only one type of test would be able to, you know what I mean, like, it would create a certain gap. So then, no, I don't know, I don't think I'll teach a magnitude. Luxray, yeah, sure. Mud Bomb. Damn it, he did use Swagger. So, Damn it! So now, I get a bonus, and I'm the only one, I think I'm the only one, to get a grade above 100. Because, as you probably know, the only way to get a grade above 100 is a bonus. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. The question I got correctly was now a bonus question. So, okay. That was a funny story, wasn't it? Now let's finish the video, because I think I'm above 30 minutes. Oh, why do I keep losing to you? Just when I thought I was finally improving too. Anyway, I stumbled in here because I heard a loud noise from this cave. Did you see what happened? A cult dressed all in green? And they called themselves the Sky Cultists? Oh no. Or, the Sky Cult is no joke. If they want to blackmail the Augur somehow, then they'll definitely figure out a way to do it. That's horrible. He needs to be warned. We need to get to Helios City, where he lives, as quickly as possible. Follow me, Or. Okay, so I'm going to finish the video now. I really hope there's... Okay. So, if you like this video, you could leave a like if you want, or whatever. You don't have to. And watch my other videos. Now, if you liked them, you could press the red button that says subscribe on it, because why not? Or should I say, why not? You know, like, why not? Well, if you did follow me on Twitter, it should hopefully reopen soon. Link in the description. MCR Charmander. Anyways, that's all I have for now, so keep eating chocolate and may the Charmander be with you.